you also came from the point of view of you wanted to change the way stories were being told in Malaysia.
Yeah.
You wanted Malaysia to be on a more competitive stage to compete against countries like South Korea and Japan.
Yeah, at the very least, Asia.
At the very least, yeah. I mean, South Korea competing with Hollywood now.
Yeah.
So you wanting Malaysia, because they've got stories. Why weren't they telling those stories? Why do you think?
I'm going to get cancelled.
Not why. I mean, I'm not saying, look, they're not telling those stories, but as a whole, why do you think, what was stopping Malaysia from telling these gripping stories? Because they've obviously got the rich culture. Again, it's one of my favorite Southeast Asian countries. They've got a rich culture that they can draw on. Why aren't they drawing on it?
I think a lot of Malaysian, the problem with us is because we're so multicultural, we tend to westernize the way we tell story, or we try to let's see what Korea is doing and then do how Korean is doing it. The problem with this is the feeling of self-identity, the fact that we are so multicultural, we decide to tell Malaysian story Korean style. We try to tell Malaysian story Hollywood style. I feel like the fact that there is a good story, but you guys are voiceless. You don't use your voice. You don't utilize enough of who you are. Because why are you trying to do all this? Why are you trying to tell Malaysian story with other people's culture, or how Koreans shot their film? Why can't we figure out what's our style and then go from there? And I think number 2 is also skill. I'm not sure if it's skill or because it's funding or things like that. We don't necessarily give job to people who deserve it. We keep giving to the same people who telling the same story. And if I'm not, because
it's safe.
It's safe, change is something frowned upon in Malaysia. When I came back from TAFE, I worked again with the same company.
Astro?
Yeah. I went back to Astro, and then I was I would say I wouldn't say executive producer, because I was hired as an executive producer, but I don't think I was doing executive producer job, so I don't know what that job was. But I was involved in drama series, and I felt like I was underutilized. Like you don't use me for the best of my ability. You just hire me and then ask me to do. Just this is your task. Just do it. Rather than let's see what idea do you have. Let's see story that is way better. What.
But was that your job, or was your job at the time? I just need you to bring these people together to tell this story.
Not really. There's like a restriction where you don't really have the freedom to tell story. I think that's
okay.
I think the freedom and the change in freedom itself that wasn't allowed. It's not restriction because of the company or because Malaysian viewers are not ready. I think our viewers has gone smarter, and if the story is really good, or if a TV program or drama series is really good, I don't have to necessarily keep watching TV to know that it's good. People will talk. My aunties, my uncle were like, oh my god, have you seen this? It's really good. And I'm like, okay, if the conversation is there, then I will go and watch it, because I'm not I don't like to watch Malaysian drama series, but when it's good, people will talk and I will watch.